Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Mish Minute. Happy Independence Day to my American audience. For you British, get better. The first phase for MLB All Star voting has wrapped up and concluded. On top of that, we'll get to hear about Copa America. While on the topic of football, let's go to the Euros, specifically about Turkey, or Turkey. Then, a new record has been broken in the women's hot dog eating competition. It doesn't get much more American than this. And now, our host, Logan Mish. Hello everyone. Now, I'd first like to apologize to everyone. I haven't been uploading as I said I was, and I am sorry. I've been busy, school and life have unfortunately gotten in the way. It's been hectic. And by hectic, I mean, oh my god, I don't want to. Anyway. However, now I'm back. I hope you are having a great 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to all my Americans. As the other guy said, Britain, get better. Back to back, man. Let's go. 1776. USA, USA, USA. God bless America. And now let's get into the big topics that are going on right now. Or at least the big topics that I chose to talk about right now. And I'm sure everybody here knows what the MLB is. Baseball. Major League Baseball in the United States. It's amazing. Well, outside of just being a great game to watch and having way too many teams to list off myself, well, let's talk about the All Star Games. What are the All Star Games? Well, the All Star Games is basically where they take the best players from each league, the National and American leagues, and they smush them into their respective leagues. I'm saying leagues a lot, and I'm sorry. They put them into their respective teams, and then they have the two sides go at each other in a big game. Now, how are these players selected? It's not stats. Well, kind of is. It's not voted on by the MLB itself. No. This is true, good old American democracy. Basically, you fans, yes you get to cast in votes. Which these votes are to choose a player, such as Aaron Judge and Bryce Harper, each of whom lead their respective teams. Aaron Judge leads the American League with 3.5 million votes. And Bryce Harper, with 3.3 million votes, leads the National League. Why is this game important? Well, if you've been watching the entirety of the season of baseball, doesn't that thought ever come across your head? You're like, well, I see how they act in this team. How would they act if, say, we had two giant teams full of the best players in the MLB go at each other? Well, that's basically this game. You have the best players from the American League and the best players from the National League go toe-to-toe, head-to-head, face-to-face to prove once and for all which league is better during this season. The game will be held in Arlington, Texas at Globe Life Field. For my Texas viewers, well, congratulations. Let's see if I can go visit that. I'm accepting tickets if anyone wants to send them. Just saying. Now, Phase 2 of the voting will be held on July 30th. Phase 1 already wrapped up, as I said, with Aaron Judge and Bryce Harper leading their respective leagues. Now, outside of the world of baseball, we have Copa America. What is it? Well, it's a South American organized football, soccer. Personally, I'm going to call it soccer from now on because, America, USA. It's a soccer tournament, which is organized by South American countries. This year, the tournament is held in the United States, which has been going on since June 20th, and it will continue on till July 14th in the United States. Currently, the U.S. is out. They lost 3 games, and they are done. Their last game, they lost to Uruguay. Unfortunate to hear on the 4th of July, but it happened. Outside of that, Argentina is currently the top team in the Copa America. Argentina. You want to know who Argentina has? Messi. Why is Messi important? Well, he's been breaking all sorts of records. And he broke one very recently. He broke the most tournament appearance record. Crazy, I know, this guy just likes breaking stuff. If he's ever in my house, I'm going to make sure he's not near anything that looks any bit like a trophy, because it might be getting smashed. On top of having Messi, Argentina hasn't given up a single point yet. And they currently have made 9 total goals since the season began, which is outstanding for a football, soccer, whatever you want to call it, team. Again, soccer, USA. Now, for other news, this is Canada's first year in Copa America. Now, I know I said this is organized by South American countries, but recently we've also been getting a few North American countries, such as the United States, this was their 5th year, their 5th year, in the Copa America. This was Canada's first year in it so far. They will face Venezuela at AT&T Arena in Arlington, Texas. Personally, if I was a Texan right now, I would be going to their arenas and fields and setting up shop, booking these dates as soon as possible, because who knows how long tickets will be available for. I mean, Texas, come on, what did you guys do to get 2 major events held in your state fairly close to each other? Now, it may seem crazy what I'm about to say, but I'm actually in heavy support of Copa America. Now, why is that crazy for me to say? Well, it's soccer. It's kind of the only reasoning I need. But I am in great support for this sport. Kind of rhymed. Maybe I should become Dr. Seuss next. Anyway, I am in great support. It is amazing for the world. Why am I saying it's amazing for the world? Well, you're getting all these teams, all these fan bases from all different countries. You're getting them into one spot, basically just to enjoy a sport with each other. People can tell each other stories from other countries. They can hang out, get a drink. They both get food at the same concession stand. You get to see the actual person that is in this country. It's amazing to see the more humane side of the world. Be more human. And that's why I'm completely in support of Copa America continuing to expand. I hope it expands past the Americas personally, but I doubt it will. Yeah. Now, while we're on the topic of football or soccer, let's talk about the Euros. I'm sure you know what the Euros are. It's basically the European version of Copa America. Bunch of European teams go head to head to see which one is best at football, soccer. Why are the Euros important? Same reason as Copa America, really. They bring Europe closer together, and they get to prove who's better in that typical year, which we've seen in history. Europeans really like to show which one of them is better at something. Yeah. Now, first off, let's talk about Turkey, or as they've now changed their name to, Turkiye. Why did they change their name to Turkiye? Well, Turkish citizens do not call Turkey Turkey. They've always referred to it as Turkiye. So, at the beginning of the season, Turkiye, sent a request to the Euros and basically just asked for their name to be changed to Turkiye, which was agreed upon. So now, instead of calling Turkey, you can call it Turkiye to be more, let's say, respectful to how they want themselves to be called. Now, while we're on the topic of Turkey, let's talk about a curveball. And no, this is still football, not baseball. Basically, they were playing Austria. From what I know, they were supposed to lose that game. They went 2-1. So, they were 2-1. They had one lead over Austria. 95 minutes into the game, one of the Austrian players goes to kick a goal, right? I mean, who wouldn't? He had a clean shot. The goalie, who was not supposed to block this, managed to jump. He lunged about, maybe let's go 3 feet to the right, outstretched his arms as far as he could, and by the skin of his fingertips did he manage to block this shot and send the ball flying in the opposite direction. The crowd went wild, and when I say wild, I mean I could not hear myself think, and I was watching it over a TV. I can't imagine how they felt inside of a stadium. I don't know how anyone can hear after being there. But it was an amazing, remarkable game-ending save, which has secured Turkey to continue in the Euros. Next up for Turkey, they will go against the Netherlands on July 6th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Why am I saying Eastern Standard Time? Well, that's just that's just the time zone I use, so I figured it would be much easier to use that. I believe we are 1 to 2 hours ahead of CST. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. I'm sure everyone here knows what the Nathan's hot dog eating competition is. I mean, you're watching this hopefully on the 4th of July. Well, no, actually not hopefully. It's 4th of July, man. Go spend time with your family. Shoot. Anyway, for the women's Nathan's hot dog eating competition, the old record was previously held by Miki Sudo with 48 and a half hot dogs eaten in 10 minutes. Yeah, 48 and a half, 10 minutes. Ouch. That record was, however, broken today by, and this is going to sound crazy, by Miki Sudo herself with 51 hot dogs. That's right. The person who set the previous record also broke her own record within a year. How can someone fit 51 hot dogs in their stomach in the span of 10 minutes? I have no clue, but in my professional opinion, I'd assume that it is pure unadulterated patriotism coursing through their veins, followed by an immense pain in their stomach regions. Yeah. On top of that, on top of breaking records in the Nathan's hot dog competition, let's talk about Badlands Chugs. If you don't know who he is, Badlands Chugs is a YouTuber on YouTube, and he famously competes in the Nathan's hot dog eating competition yearly. I don't think I've ever seen him not competing when I've been watching this, and I've been on this earth for 20 years now. I haven't seen all 20 of them because I was a baby at one point, or just too young not to understand. But as long as I can remember, I've always seen Badlands Chugs. Now, what record did he break? Well, as his name would suggest, he won a chugging competition. He managed to beat the previous record for lemonade drinking in a certain time frame. Yet he chugged an entire gallon of lemonade in a certain time frame. How can someone do this? I'm not sure. Inhuman. God bless America. Basically, he beat that record. So 2 records broken in one day for the same competition, which is outstanding. If you haven't checked out Badlands Chugs already, I'd suggest doing so. A lot of his content is focused around him chugging, so if you did enjoy watching the lemonade chugging competition, well, you'll probably love his channel. So I recommend heavily to check it out. On top of that, if you saw that, I'd also assume that you also watched the actual hot dog eating competition. And some of you may have been confused when you didn't see Joey Chestnut was there. Why wasn't he there? He's actually cut from the competition. He apparently made some deal which went against Nathan's contract, basically. So he's not allowed to participate. Now, this was very unfortunate for probably almost everyone who watches the competition. I'm sure we all hope that he can return eventually in the near future. Personally, I normally rooted for him. He was a cool dude. He was a cool guy. Awesome. I loved watching him somehow managing to eat inhuman amounts of hot dogs. Why did I enjoy it? Well, I don't know. Why do I enjoy watching a dude chug Lemonade. I don't know. It's just interesting. I think it's patriotism itself. Pure, unadulterated patriotism. God bless America. Hooah. Now, if you enjoyed me being stupid, maybe come back to the Mish Minute when I post my next video. Like and subscribe if you'd like. Haha, I used like twice. I hope you liked that. Like. Now, make sure to come back to hear any updates in the near future in the world. Not just in sports, but entertainment, video games. Maybe not politics, because I don't want to get a rock thrown through my window. Anything other than politics, maybe. Maybe. Come back to check out. If you haven't checked out episode 1 of the Mish Minute, we previously spoke about esports, specifically Valve's new Deadlock game. So if you're interested in hearing about that, check out my previous video. For entertainment and news from the Mish Minute, I'm Logan Mish.